Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. If you like the video, don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell icon. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. Most folks are about as happy as they make their minds up to be. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. If we have no friends, we have no pleasure, and if we have them, we are sure to lose them, and be doubly pained by the loss. Human action can be modified to some extent, but human nature cannot be changed. There are no bad pictures, that's just how your face looks sometimes. Common-looking people are the best in the world, that is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. He has a right to criticize, who has a heart to help. A farce or comedy is best played, a tragedy is best read at home. Upon the subject of education, not presuming to dictate any plan or system respecting it, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we as a people can be engaged in. For people who like that kind of a book, that is the kind of book they will like. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. Adhere to your purpose and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution, and will regret it all your life. And in the end it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. If I am killed, I can die but once, but to live in constant dread of it, is to die over and over again. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I would rather be a little nobody, than to be an evil somebody. I have been driven many times, upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient for that day. Always bear in mind, that your own resolution to success is more important than any other thing. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. The greatest fine art of the future will be the making of a comfortable living from a small piece of land. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. And having thus chosen our course, without guile, and with pure purpose, let us renew our trust in God, and go forward without fear, and with manly hearts. Human nature will not change. In any future great national trial, compared with the men of this, we shall have as weak and as strong, as silly and as wise, as bad and as good. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. I have stepped out upon this platform, that I may see you and that you may see me, and in the arrangement I have the best of the bargain. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. You think slavery is right and should be extended, while we think slavery is wrong and ought to be restricted. That, I suppose, is the rub. It certainly is the only substantial difference between us. No man is good enough to govern another man, without that other's consent. I say this is the leading principle, the sheet anchor of American republicanism. Let us have faith, that right makes might, and in that faith, let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. Public sentiment is everything. With public sentiment, nothing can fail, without it nothing can succeed. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. My father taught me to work, but not to love it. I never did like to work, and I don't deny it. I'd rather read, tell stories, crack jokes, talk, and laugh, anything but work.